I snagged one of the bags for my 2025 handbag wish list. I couldn't resist it anymore. Can you guess which one it is? If you are new here, my name is Natalie. My channel is all about luxury, vintage, fashion, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. Let's get right into it and show you this gorgeous bag. I have not seen it hardly anywhere else, so I hope that this is gonna be really informative. If you have any additional questions, you can always ask them down in the comments. I'll be sure to respond. And just a quick note, everything I share and am wearing, makeup, clothes, etc. is always down in the description box. You just hit the more to expand and everything will be linked down there for you guys. So let's get into it. Let me show you this bag. Now, it's a pretty discreet dust bag. So if you don't know who this is from, it is J.W. Anderson. Now, this is my first J.W. Anderson bag. I obviously have a lot of Loafer bags, but I've never actually purchased a J.W. Anderson bag. So this is my first one. You guys will instantly know if you watched my last video on the hottest handbag trends. It is the Loafer bag. Now, this is in the medium size. So not the small and not the large. They just came out with this medium size, which I had mentioned on my video that I would kind of wanted something in between that small size and the large size. And lo and behold, they released just this colorway in the medium size. So this is in a gorgeous navy blue suede. As you can see, the Loafer bag obviously resembles a loafer. So a shoe, it has this cool paneling on the front, which you can actually kind of get your hand through. And it has the bottom panel here, which also resembles the loafer. Now that is in a leather. This is in a suede. It is gold hardware. This top handle is not removable, but this shoulder strap is removable and adjustable, which is nice. I love the versatility of that. And let me show you inside. It has a nice long tassel pull here. That's always kind of handy. Like, it makes it a little bit easier to pull. Zipper feels very smooth. You look inside here and it is lined in leather. I love that. Very high quality. So you can see it's lined in a tonal leather. It says J.W. Anderson, made in Italy. This actually shipped from Italy. I was kind of surprised. I figured it would ship from like Great Britain, but shipped straight from Italy. So I guess from their factories. Has one large pocket in the back here. Not a zip pocket, just a slip pocket, and just very spacious inside. So I really like this because I'm somebody, of course I have a ton of smaller bags, but practically speaking from day to day, I really do need like a medium to large size bag. I use a lot of tote bags, but sometimes when I can have something that's like in between, this is a really good size. Now this does fit an iPad, which I'll show you like all the essentials. So I really like it. What I love is just that slouch of it. It's got that ease, but it does have a little bit of structure too, so I could love the balance of it. I like that this size is easy enough to go over the shoulder comfortably. I'm not sure if the small one goes over the shoulder or not, but this one does, which is nice. So you have a shoulder option. You also have the strap option if you want it a longer shoulder or crossbody. Just fits very nicely and comfortably. Now let me show you what fits. So here's my standard size iPad. Now it does fit. What I will say is you have to kind of angle it in because of where the zipper is, and it fits, and it will zip up. And you can also fit plenty more in there besides that. I will say that you can't get quite that like slouch look while it's in there because it is like pretty full, but it does fit. And it does make it a little bit harder to get over your shoulder once it's in because it really kind of sits a lot higher, but it does fit. So if that's something that was like a make or break for you, that fits. I don't think a laptop will fit in this size. I think the iPad's kind of like the biggest that it'll go. So just make note, they do have the larger one, which I'm sure will fit a laptop, but this one will not. And obviously all the standard stuff fits, like wallet, sunglasses case. You can use a hard one, that doesn't matter, which is nice. I mean, literally I could fit a ton of stuff. Makeup, a water bottle, keys, all the essentials will fit with ease. So I really like that it's roomy enough that I don't feel like I have to kind of like play Tetris to get everything to fit. It really is like a great daytime bag. Now, like I said, this medium size right now only comes in this navy suede leather, which I personally love. I do have that navy bag, which is that carven bag, but it's a little bit dressier and different. I feel like I could definitely justify this. I really didn't want another black bag. And it did also come in an olive suede in the smaller size, which I was considering. But one, it was on the smaller side, which I really didn't want like a smaller bag. I wanted it to be a little bit more functional. And also felt like it was gonna be a little bit too similar to the way I would use this Loafer puzzle bag. And so you can see, I'm assuming the small is probably along the same lines size-wise as this, probably a little taller, but like width-wise like that. So I just really like this bigger size. I just feel like it's gonna be more versatile and more useful for me to wear, which is important when I am investing in a handbag. I would say the one thing I'm nervous about, and I haven't had this issue yet, but I am mindful of it, is because it is a darker suede, I do have to be careful with color transfer. So I'd be kind of scared to wear this with something white. If I'm gonna be like carrying it like here under my arm, I feel like I would have to be like, you know, just holding it by hand, holding it down by my side if I was wearing it with something lighter colored. So that is something to keep in mind with suede. And also suede is always just a little bit more delicate in general. You want to take it out if it's like raining, that kind of thing. I may spray it with a suede protector. I haven't yet, but I probably will. I usually spray everything just to protect them and also to protect like my clothing. But otherwise, I do also like, one thing to note, because I was thinking about this too, I like that on the underneath that the strap is in like the smooth leather, as well as on this strap too. So I was kind of nervous that that suede was gonna rub, but on the leather, it's less likely to transfer when that's the side touching your clothes. So really it's just kind of like where the bag would rub on my body. But I think like with denim and stuff, this would be no problem because it's obviously like along the same lines color-wise, unless it's super light denim or white. But just something to kind of note if this was the colorway that you were interested in. The smaller sizes and the larger size does also come in a smooth leather in some colors, not like a navy, but just like the basic colors. So there's definitely gonna be more colors that are gonna roll out in this bag. As we've seen, I think the yellow just came out. I'm sure more to come. I think this is gonna become kind of their like signature bag. But as of now, I love it. I feel like I'm not seeing it everywhere. And maybe over time that like kind of changes and it catches on a little bit. But I still think just because it's a JW Anderson bag, it's not like Bottega or something like that. I do feel like it'll kind of stay a little bit more under the radar. So I love it. I think it's really different and cool and quirky, just fun. I think it's gonna be so fun and something really different to what I had in my wardrobe. So I am super happy with this bag. I think the quality is beautiful. I'm really happy with it for the price. I think that it's kind of like spot on, you know, it's not super hiked up because it's not like, you know, this was Loewe, it would be, you know, 2 or 3 times the price. And I'm sure quality wise, there's little differences, but I do think this is a great quality bag for that kind of like, I mean, it's still luxury, but kind of like that lower end luxury range of handbags. I am super happy with it. That is my quick bag review for the day. Again, if you have any questions, leave it down below. If you want to see any more reviews of all of my handbags, I pretty much have all of them on my channel, so you can always kind of go back and reference. Also, if you want to see me styling it, head over to my Instagram. I'll be styling it there very soon, probably often. So follow me there if you are not already. And until next time, take care. Bye.